I decided to play Wild Hearts to see if it's worth your time, so you don't have to. I'm a fan of the Monster Hunter game, so this game immediately popped on my radar as soon as it was announced. It shares a lot of similarities with those games, but Capcom has been at this for quite some time now, and how does Wild Hearts fare against them? There's going to be a lot of comparisons here, so be prepared. Click that subscribe button and let's dive in. Each time I began to enjoy Wild Hearts, the game would quickly do something that made me set my controller down in frustration and step away. However, the very next day I found myself genuinely eager to dive back in, whether it was tearing off my headset in annoyance after getting stuck on a rack and being hit by a monster's powerful attack, ruining a 25+ minute hunt in the most abrupt way, or having an exhilarating showdown with a mythical god bird endangering my town. The experience with Wild Hearts is anything but consistent. In the realm of Monster Hunter, the Wild Hearts series draws heavily from Capcom's well-established formula. The cycle is simple yet addictive. Venture out, hunt creatures, craft impressive items from your spoils, and then repeat the process for even better gear. It's a captivating experience, and the latest Monster Hunter titles, especially World and Rise, have refined this approach to perfection, making it sparkle like a gem with every flaw polished away. Wild Hearts has plenty to absorb and improve upon. However, that doesn't imply that the game is bad. I found myself unable to stop playing it, even if there are moments where I feel frustrated with it. The camera is positioned too closely to your character, which makes all those impressive powerful moves feel awkward and restricted. The lock-on feature is quite poor. Honestly, it's really frustrating, so when a monster jumps in to punish your missed combo, and trust me, that happens frequently, you can easily lose track of them, making it tough to dodge their attacks when they finally come. There's a greater emphasis on aerial combat, but it often feels a bit loose and unsteady, leading to a situation where you see damage number pop up even when it doesn't seem like your hits actually landed. When you look at Monster Hunter, a game that thrives on its intricate mechanics and how all little elements come together to enhance the overall experience, Wild Hearts seems more like a budget alternative. It takes inspiration from the right design features and ultimately falls short, resulting in a product that doesn't quite measure up to the greatness of its components. However, it's important to highlight that Wild Hearts shines in several areas. The designs of the monsters and the battles themselves are truly remarkable. I must say, the Golden Porcupine is among my top favorites in the entire game and the entire genre. The online matchmaking feature, which allows you to select a monster from a list and see who else is taking it on, makes Capcom's complicated menu system seem outdated and clumsy in comparison. You can also jump into any fight you desire, even the major boss encounters, and request help. If you're fortunate, another hunter might appear to lend a hand, tackling the beast you're fighting and sharing the spoils with you. In those exhilarating moments where you're battling side by side with someone who understands your struggle, Wild Hearts truly shines. During a fierce battle, you have to balance managing your resources, healing yourself, dodging attacks, and learning the movements of the monsters. Most weapons require you to utilize a special meter above your health to build up powerful strikes or activate unique abilities. Getting into the rhythm of charging your claw, for instance, and then latching onto a creature to unleash a flurry of attacks that culminate in a spectacular finishing move. This is the essence of the monster hunting experience. The same applies to charging your Adachi and delivering the strongest blow right to the monster's face. This is exactly what you crave from a game like this: grand, exhilarating, vibrant, and immensely powerful. Imagine executing a flawless combo, skillfully slashing and dodging while building up your meter, only for your character to accidentally slip past a monster and waste your powerful move. What if a strange clipping glitch causes you to invest all your resources into a contraption that ends up being completely useless? It can really ruin the moment and erase any positive feeling the game might have created during this intense battle. The experience of pursuing monsters across different zones is quite similar as you try to defeat them. It can feel like a drawn-out process, watching them escape, figuring out their paths, and observing how they move through the surroundings can be quite irritating and seems to drag on endlessly. Although the game offers you Karakuri to assist you in navigating the tropical islands during battles, the initial 10 or so you unlock tend to be rather ineffective. They lack power, they can be tricky to use, and often take longer than just walking. Once you've created a more efficient travel network using these crafted items, the game really starts to pick up speed. Just keep in mind that this might take around 20 hours or so to achieve, and whatever you do, don't try to assemble a crucial Karakuri during a fight. Trying to combine 5 or 6 of them into a block for a fusion will usually result in a mess of useless wooden debris scattered everywhere, draining your resources and putting you at risk. Exciting, right? During your breaks between hunts, you have the option to dive into a cliché-filled story, gather materials and minerals, or even create a mini zoo with smaller creatures you have collected along the way. There's something wonderfully rustic about smoking meat, drying salmon, and pickling herbs. All that effort in the kitchen pays off with some nice buffs. It's like a little act of self-care in the gaming world, which is fantastic. It's just the thought of battling flaming gorilla once again, while hoping it doesn't send you crashing down with its unpredictable hitbox, that can be a bit discouraging. Wildcards often gives the impression that it doesn't want players to engage with it. The gameplay can be finicky and awkward, leading to frequent missteps with a chaotic gameplay loop and a frustrating camera and some poorly thought out weapon mechanics. Koei Tecmo and EA's experimental hunting collaboration struggles to compete with its genre counterparts. It's somewhat ironic that building plays such a significant role in this game. If this is intended to be the beginning of a series, Omega Force has established some crucial elements, but it will need to make substantial improvements from the ground up to stand on equal footing with Capcom's formidable presence. Still wondering if it's for you? Check out the video on the right, because YouTube thinks it's the right one for you. Make sure to like and subscribe if this video helps you in your decision and helps me provide more and better content for you. Leave a comment if you want more information on a specific title, and see you next time. Bye bye.